Hello, everyone. I just wanted to pop in here and do a quick audio review of a show that I just finished watching. Shortly before Christmas, I received an opportunity to screen the second season of What If. The problem was that I hadn't even seen the first season yet. So I binge-watched the entire first season in about, 2 or 2.5 days. And then I dived straight into season 2 the next day. First off, I want to say that I absolutely loved season 1. It felt like the MCU had returned to its interesting roots, and I really enjoyed the direction that the writing was going for the most part. I loved the intrigue and the mystery, even the horror aspect and the different scenarios, the animation, the humor, the dialogue, and the voice acting. I especially appreciated that many of the original cast returned to voice their characters. And for those who didn't, the replacements, I thought did a decent job. And I loved the addition of Jeffrey Wright as the narrator of the overarching story. I had maybe one con about season 1, and it was that Black Widow was a bit overpowered, especially in some scenes towards the end, or like in the final episode. I mean, she is supposed to be human after all. She's not superpowered. But in the whole scheme of things, it was a minor con. I absolutely had a blast watching the first season. And the whole time I was watching it, I was thinking, this is what Marvel needs to be once again. And then season 2 came along. And for the most part, I enjoyed the first few episodes of this season, though some of the comedy didn't land fully with me. And the character of Darcy was super annoying for some reason, especially in the episode about Happy becoming the Hulk. But those were minor annoyances. Then some of the writing started to get a bit shaky for me, like in the episode about Tony Stark and the Grandmaster and Tony's decision to join in the race. That part wasn't fully clear to me, and it seemed to serve no real purpose except to just move the plot to a point where it needed to be. That one didn't work for me. And then the introduction of the new character, the Indian or Native American chick, was when the season started to go sideways for me. She was like the girl boss of girl bosses, and her ability to easily master her new powers. And from that point on, the rest of the episodes seemed to take on a distinct girl power flavor, which got old really quickly. By the time the events that were going to happen in the final episode were revealed, I had started to mentally check out, and I was rooting for that story arc's baddie. I won't reveal who it is, but I was rooting for him. And Peggy Carter and the Indian chick, they were magically able to master the usage of all the equipment/weapons of power that the other characters had handed over for them to use to defeat the big bad. They both just magically knew exactly what to do, and with their mere presence and tenacity, they were both able to defeat a big bad who had spent lifetimes perfecting his abilities. And these two chicks come along and they just magically have the ability to dispense of the problem in a matter of minutes. It was too much. And it became obvious that, as with the live action movies, this once interesting, clever series now reeked with the stench of MCU. Yep. It sure did. Well, hopefully the third season, if there will be one, will course correct. But given the direction that the MCU has gone of late, I'm not super optimistic. Oh well. It was good while it lasted.